What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 15, season 4 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Talks, and joining me as always is Jmack Gaming.
Oh, man. Oh. I'm so tired, Jen.
Yeah?
I'm so tired.
You gotta wake the fuck up. It's time for Raw.
I'm just so tired of carrying this whole fucking competition. Win every week, company of the year, show of the year, match of the year. It's just so tiring being the best. I just don't know how to do it.
Well, don't worry. Your time is coming to an end soon.
Oh, God, I hope so. For just 1 week, just take the pressure off of me, Chad.
Right.
Please. God, give him a break. Give him a 1 win. Please, he needs it. He needs it more than you need me.
You done?
Please. Let's start the show, Chad.
Okay.
Last week, we saw Sean Morley get attacked by the Kings of the Mountain. And tonight on the pre-show, here in Dallas, Texas, here at the American Airlines Center, Chad, who plays at the American Airlines Center?
In Chicago?
Are you listening?
It's the American Airlines Center, right?
No. I said Dallas, Texas 3 times today.
Oh, that's the Cowboys.
Okay, well, Chad doesn't know anything.
It's the Dallas Mavericks.
There you go.
Yeah.
Also, the Dallas Stars, Chad. My profile picture on Instagram is in the American Airlines Center.
Nice.
Come on, Chad. Get it together. Do you not know anything about my life?
No. Who are you?
Everybody, welcome to Sean Morley defeating Jimmy Jacobs tonight on the pre-show here in 1444 with a power driver.
Oh, yeah?
Big win for Sean Morley, Chad. That's I think he's got 2 more wins than he's ever had in WCW.
That's not true.
We move on. The Bashams taking on Justin Winston and Steve Blackman here. Chad and the Bashams get a big win here.
Nice.
They defeat the team of Winston and Blackman. Steve Winston.
Okay.
Justin Blackman. That was a wide receiver from Oklahoma State that got drafted to the Jacksonville Jaguars before.
Nice.
We move on. Chad.
Yes, that's me.
You beat Russ.
Oh, what a accomplishment.
You got a 72. I don't know why you're like slagging that off. That was almost better than your Nitro last week.
Anyway.
And then you cut a promo on the conspiracy theory.
Once again, I am belittling myself, lowering myself to beating who the hell is Russ Haas on the pre-show? I'm the show. I'm the main event, and yet I am constantly being held down by the Collier conspiracy theory. It's completely, utterly ridiculous, and I know all of my Rat Pack want to see Chad Collier not only beat Sean Davari. I should be headlining. I should be a world champion. And yet here I am on the pre-show. It's completely and utterly ridiculous. And maybe if this keeps up, maybe if I don't get answers soon on why I'm being held down, maybe I'll go somewhere else. Maybe I'll go join Dwayne and go join another company.
Cut it off. Cut it off. We start off Monday Night Raw.
You can't silence me forever.
We're already past that. Okay, that was a pre-taped segment. You can't cut a promo on a pre-taped segment.
That's what he shouts as it ends.
What do you mean? It's pre-taped. He's not even there.
Yeah.
He's at home already.
You said that after his mic got cut.
The whole video got cut after that, Tim.
Okay, well, he said it. You just couldn't hear it.
Nah, well, it doesn't matter. Okay, we start on Monday Night Raw with a recap of what happened last week. The Alex Wright, Kurt Angle one-on-one world title match at Monday Night Raw. And we saw the dastardly duo of Alex Wright with his new friend, Jerry Seinfeld, distracting the referee and causing Alex Wright to get the big win. And Kurt Angle, not happy about it.
Not happy at all?
Not happy. He rushes out to the ring. He doesn't walk. What the hell's going on over there? My speaker fell. He rushes out of the ring, running to the ring. Not out of the ring. He's not even in the ring to begin with. And he says, I'm sick and tired of this. I'm sick and tired of getting played and tugged around by some wise guy kid and his rich celebrity shitbag of a friend. All right? Jerry Seinfeld, you hit me in the balls a couple weeks ago. And then last week, you cost me the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, you might be the king of telling jokes, but I'm the king of professional wrestling. Ooh. And you know what? And then this is where Seinfeld and Alex Wright come out.
You may have a daytime Emmy, but I have an Olympic gold medalist.
With a broken freaking neck. And they come onto the ramp, and they're just laughing at Alex Wright like, Kurt, you really think you were going to beat me and Jerry Seinfeld, Hollywood's hottest tag team? There's not a chance. Anybody, not even you, could take this gold belt away from my waist, right?
Yeah.
Shoulders, my belt. Don't take my belt off. My pants will fall, he said. And Kurt's like, I want blood tonight, Alex. I want retribution for what happened last week. And I'm not talking about Donovan Dijak. Get it?
Yeah, I get
Retribution.
it. Retribution, I get it.
Fucking Chad never pops for my jokes, but I don't care.
That's not true.
That's not.
I've popped for your jokes before.
Pop that pussy.
Huh? Come again?
No, it will not come again.
Oh, no.
He calls out Jerry. He's like, Jerry, I want your ass in the ring tonight. And Jerry's like,
What's up with that?
I'm not even a wrestler. What's up with that? And Alex is like, you got it, Kurt. And Jerry's like, what the fuck did you just say? And Alex is like, you got this, buddy. And Kurt's like, let's bring it. And there's a referee rushes. He runs through them. He busts through Seinfeld and Alex. And he grabs Seinfeld's arm and he drags him to the ring, the referee does. And we have a Kurt Angle, Jerry Seinfeld match right here, Chen.
Oh, nice. A dream match.
A dream match. And then Kurt absolutely fucking dominates him. Oh my God, he got an 86. This is why I didn't want it to be a main event or anything. I had a feeling, because his popularity was good, that he would get a good rating. Kurt Angle fucking beats his shit out of him. Just absolutely mops the floor with poor Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, yeah.
We move on. The Bashams they enter Vince McMahon's locker room, or his GM's office, as he's absolutely dying of what just happened in the ring.
That's such good shit.
That's good shit. Kill him, Kurt. I'm the only funny man in this business. And Vince.
Pop that pussy.
You done? You done?
Yeah, continue.
You done, Chad?
Yeah.
Danny and Doug are like, oh, I'm glad Chad's going to get fired now. Vince, look, we're the greatest tag team of all. Shut the fuck up. Get out of my... And that's it. That's...
Okay, they just showed up and were shushed.
Yeah, that's their gimmick right now. They get fucking bullied. Oh, man. And then we cut to Scott Steiner and China making their way down the ring. They're in love. They're holding hands. They're kissing. Oh, China takes on Miko Satomura in a non-title match up next. And they have a good match. But in the middle of it, China's just, she power bombs poor Satomura. And then looks at Scott Steiner as he's getting on the apron and kisses him right there. Right in the middle of the match.
Nice.
And then she fucking power bombs him again and pins her. And you know what? She didn't really take this match seriously. She was lackadaisical during the whole thing. And someone backstage was not happy about it. And that somebody was a woman that lost at WrestleMania, Chad.
Oh.
Former WCW women.
Yes.
Lita comes out and she's sick of this. She gets on, she's on the mic. She goes, "Bleh, bleh." I thought the women's division here was all about wrestling and showing their love to the mat, not to some roided up beef boy over there, Big Papa Pump. And Scott's like, what the fuck you calling me?
What are you calling a boy? I'm a roided up beef man.
And someone back and Lita's like, well, we're just sick of watching this. And China's like, who the hell's we? And out comes another man who hates watching love in the middle of the ring. He loves wrestling, Chad. That's his only love. Next to money, it's John Bradshaw Layfield.
Oh, man.
And John Bradshaw Layfield, Scott, you make me fucking sick. Watching you in the other company over there being world champion to seeing where you're at now is an absolute disgrace to what we call professional wrestling. And Scott just broke the top rope out of frustration.
No.
He's like Ultimate Warrior going like this, but it broke. And, he's not happy about it. He's not happy about it. And China's trying to calm him down. It's okay, honey. It's okay. This is what I'm talking about, China. Ever since you got this man in your life, one thing's been running through it, and it's not the belt. It's not wrestling. It's his cock and balls.
Oh.
We're going to move on because the on-air censors just caught that and we got shushed. Kevin Kelly backstage is like, oh, shit, we're on. Paul, we're on. Paul, Ace Steel's been causing you a lot of trouble lately. What have you to say to Paul or Ace Steel? Well, Kevin, like I said last week, it's a dream of mine to be in the WWF. And not a man back here is gonna ruin that for me, especially a guy like Ace Steel. And at Backlash in 2 weeks, I'm gonna show to him and I'm gonna show to everyone that these weren't just flukes. I am an actual great professional wrestler, and when I beat Ace Steel in the middle of the ring, everyone will remember my name. Paul London, Ace Steel at Backlash, Chad.
Nice.
We move on. Dean Malenko and Bryan Danielson, the Boston Combat Club here, Chen. They're taking on the Stash and the Stud. And they get a big win with Academy Mutilation. The Raw Tag Team Champions getting a big win here.
Interesting.
What do you mean interesting?
That's good for them.
We move immediately on to... Oh, my fucking God. And about to...
Who got hurt?
Edge and Christian defeat the Quebecers when Edge hits Carl Rougeau with the missile dropkick, and for the first time in 5 years, the missile dropkick has come back and haunted Edge.
Oh, no.
Because I can't even...
You can't even finish the segment.
I can't finish the segment. He's hurt so bad they had to rush him out, Chad.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Broken foot.
Yep. All right. Okay, let's
Christian will get the pin.
Let's just do this. Let's just remove him. Let's continue the show. And as the medical team are working on him, the Bashams come out and they say...
It looks like Edge has been defeated with his broken foot.
It looks like you two need a new opponent at Backlash. And I guess the Bashams will maybe take on Bryan Danielson and Dean Malenko, depending on Edge's health. Oh, these little scumbags.
Something afoot. For sure.
They're about to say something, and Christian's like, shut the fuck up. As we move on. Sean Stasiak's backstage with Kevin Kelly, and Kevin Kelly asks him, Sean, I know you got Mark Henry in your sights, but right now you have a big match against Kaiji Muto tonight. Sean, what is on your mind? What is on my mind besides my wonderful six-pack?
Besides being the mecca of manliness?
Yeah, besides being the mecca of manliness, besides trying to avoid every girl in this world that wants me, Kevin, the only thing on my mind is beating Mark Henry's ass. He humiliated me. He embarrassed me by saying I don't deserve anything. I deserve everything. Look at my body. I deserve all the wealth, all the gold, all the women, all the money, and I have all those things. But the only thing I don't have is that WWE World Championship. And Mark Henry thinks he's just going to step in and take my spot for it. No. Backlash. I prove that not only him, but I remind everyone why I am the mecca of manliness and why I am the greatest professional wrestler in this business. Kevin, do you see these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's counting his abs. Why are you looking?
I was watching you count the abs.
You were looking at my cock and balls, Chad.
Count your abs.
We move on.
There's so many. There's at least 12.
Stasiak defeats Kaiji Muto right here in 1653, and it gets a 99.
Oh, yeah.
Stasiak's the GOAT, buddy. We move on. Because, after that, Mark Henry destroys Sean Stasiak.
Does.
I forgot I booked this segment, so I
Somebody's
couldn't
gonna
really...
get a rib split.
Somebody's going to get their ass licked.
Oh, no.
Somebody's going to get their butthole. Okay. We move on. It was announced on WWE.com last night that we finally get our WrestleMania rematch after all the taunting, all the making fun of Randy Orton in his head, trying to figure out and trying to piece together Future Shock and what's going on with Mike Tyson. Where is Brock? We get the rematch. It's Triple H, Randy Orton tonight in our main event for the Intercontinental. Intercontinental Championship. It's up next, Chad, and in a great match. Ooh. A reminder of why they got 100 at WrestleMania. It's Triple H and Randy Orton. And in a 99, Triple H once again defeats Randy Orton when Mike Tyson just showed up on the ramp. Oh, no. Orton had Triple H put away. He hit him with the RKO. He was about to pin him. And then Future Shock's music hit. Mike Tyson just stood on the ramp like this. Orton's like, ugh. He looked like when Taker came back at Survivor Series. Yeah. Out of the cask. And he's like, ugh. And then Triple H hits him with the Ace Crusher, pins him, and that is the end of the show. 97 here, Chad.
Yeah, it's a good show.
That would be the best show you've ever had.
I don't think that's true.
TV-wise, yes.
Huh. Well,
can you beat it?
We'll see. We'll try our best.
I hope so, Chad. I'm really hoping so. I'm praying that my prayers to God right there.
All right, we are here at Monday Night Raw, Justin. We are on Monday Night Raw, Monday Nitro. We are on Monday Nitro, and we are on the road to Spring Stampede.
You're such a good guy.
We got to beat a 97, a tall task. But you know what? I'm up for the challenge. Let's just jump into it. We've got a pre-show match, Trish Stratus versus Manami Toyota. Okay. In a decent pre-show match, Toyota defeated Trish Stratus with an Ocean Queen Bee Bomb. That was not supposed to happen because right after this, Trish Stratus cuts a promo saying, "You all just saw me beat Manami Toyota. I could do that to Debbie Malenko, but she keeps ducking me." Promo makes significantly less sense now. Yeah. So
you were gonna have Trish beat Toyota on the pre-show instead of the main show?
Yeah,
the pop would actually improve.
Speaking of pre-show matches, we got Alfred Snow versus Sean O'Haire.
Oh, we got a breakaway.
And in about that terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, O'Haire defeated Alfred Snow with a Widowmaker.
Sorry, the hockey game's on track.
That's fair. Alfred Snow and Sean O'Haire don't click, made for an awkward bout.
That's fair.
That's fair. And our pre-show main event, the FBI defeat Jim Duggan and the Hollies.
Good Lord. Oh, that's where Tony Mama. I was trying to figure out where fucking Mama Luke went. I was trying to book him.
Tony Mama Luke and the FBI. Defeat the Hollies and Duggan.
Little Guido getting the
this team is called the Ho Hollies.
Why are they called the Ho Hollies?
Well, it's Ho, but the Hot Lees. Ho Lees. There we go. There we go. That's like a Santa Claus gimmick.
Fucking mid-April. Santa's long gone.
And now we open the show up once again. Chris Jericho, Bret Hart, and Shawn Michaels. Now this week, Justin, Bret Hart is booking the main events. GM. He's the guest GM. He's booking the shows, and he says, last week, last week, Shawn Michaels, you tried to make Jericho and I wrestle a best 2 out of 3 falls match, and that took a lot out of us. And tonight, I want to do something special for all of the fans at the Simmons Bank Field at Golden's Lion Stadium. I want to do something special. I want to get a little hardcore tonight. So that's why tonight I'm going to make both of you wrestle in hardcore matches.
Oh, okay.
In fact, you're both.
Why would Brett want that? He's anti-hardcore matches.
Well, yeah, but I think you think of it this way: if you're wrestling 2 guys who are like hardcore wrestlers, maybe there's and you're wrestling in hardcore matches, possibility of injury. Possibility of punishment. Weaken your opponents.
He would have loved that. That would have made him get injured.
He says,
"Fuck Goldberg."
He says, both of you are going to be wrestling hardcore greats, and Jericho, you're wrestling right now. And in about that great wrestling and good heat, Jericho defeats Tommy Dreamer in 1506 by submission with a Lion Tamer. Match? This was a hardcore match. I booked this a hardcore match. Booking details.
One-on-one hardcore. There you go.
Yeah, one-on-one hardcore match. So, next segment. Our show up here, Samoa Joe. He is once again in Japan. He's carrying on with his Violence World Tour.
Oh my God,
and he's gloating about all the punishment he did to Tenzan, and then squashes Tenryu with an Avalanche Island Driver.
This is not.
Tenryu was hurt, so he had to go 5 minutes.
This is not doing Joe any favors popularity-wise.
Well, that's okay. Listen, he defeated Tenryu. I think the victory over Tenzan definitely helped him. The victory over Tenzan definitely helped him.
Not Tenryu.
But regardless, the Dudley
16-year-old injured Tenryu.
the Dudley boys and Stacy Keibler are backstage. And
come here, Noki.
And Stacy Keibler is backstage, and Bubba Ray walks up, and Bubba says, "Stacy, can I talk to you for a second?" And Stacy says, "It's a free country." And Bubba says, "Listen, I don't know what kind of poison you're filling Devon's head with, all right? And listen, Devon's my brother, my best friend. I care about Devon more than I care about anybody in this world, all right? And if you think for 1 second that I don't think Devon's capable of doing anything in this business, you're wrong. Devon is capable of doing anything. If Devon sets his mind to it, he can do absolutely anything. But we're tag team champions, and Devon's not going to do anything to help his career if we don't win and defend these tag team championships and be fighting champions, all right? And you're distracting him. Listen, if you and Devon are happy and you guys, want to see each other and date each other, of course I support that, all right? But stop distracting Devon at work. Stop distracting Devon from keeping the eye on the prize. We've got a big championship match coming up, and I need Devon focused. And Stacy Keibler's like, well, Bubba, you said that you care about Devon more than anybody in this world, and that's funny because Devon cares about you a lot. He cares about you probably the second most amount of anybody in this company. Number one being, of course, me. And you say I'm distracting Devon? I don't think I'm distracting Devon at all. I'm bringing out Devon's potential. And quite frankly, between you and I, Bubba, Devon is capable of doing a lot as soon as he cuts some dead weight. In fact, about 300 pounds of dead weight, if you know what I'm saying.
Damn, fat shaming.
Yeah.
I hate that.
And Bubba, listen here. Devon is capable of so much more. Devon just went and found Bret Hart, who, of course, as you know, is the guest GM this week. And I talked Devon into doing this because I think it's good for his career. Devon challenged Bret Hart. Hardcore. He wants to do a hardcore match. Well, guess what? It's going to be champion versus champion tonight. Devon versus Bret Hart. And Bubba, when Devon wins and pins the world champion, he's going to take a long look in the mirror and ask himself, is he bigger than the tag team championships? And is he bigger than you? Have a good night, Bubba.
Bye, Bubba.
Meanwhile, in the ring, Taz is here, and Taz is a match against Chuck Palumbo, and he says, last week I shut up Ken Anderson and all those wild boys. Now I have the opportunity to take on a kid named Chuck Palumbo. Now I'm not going to lie to you, Chuck. When I found out I was wrestling you, I had to Google who you were because I wasn't sure. And then I found out you were the winner of Tough Enough. And ever since you've won Tough Enough, you've done a lot since you've been here. And of course by that, I mean, you haven't really done anything. But listen here, Chuck, you got the opportunity to make a name for yourself and get a big win. You can do what your buddy Kenny couldn't do. All right, Kenny was all talk. He couldn't back it up. Let's see if you can back up all the shit you guys talk in the ring. Let's see if you can beat Taz tonight.
Probably not.
I got an 80. And confusingly, Chuck Palumbo and Fit Finley. Oh, Fit Finley's still managing Chuck Palumbo. I gotta take that off.
Hey, Ted, Billy, what am I fucking doing on here?
He turned on me.
I love to fight.
And then a decent match. Taz defeats Chuck Palumbo with a Northern Lights suplex. That's funny.
I love the fight.
I love to fight.
My name is Finley, and I love
to fight. I love to fuck.
I love to fuck.
What else? All right, next match. Oh, no, this is a segment. Kevin Nash and Scott Hall are in the ring, and they call out CM Punk. You know, Kevin Nash says, Punk, one thing you need to know about Scott Hall and myself
is that we love booze.
We like to party hard, and we like to have fun. But we're multiple-time tag team champions. Scott Hall is a former United States champion. I'm a former world champion. All right, we revolutionized pro wrestling when we, as well as Hulk Hogan, formed the NWO. We are legends in this industry, and CM Punk, you are nothing more than a whiny little brat. And if you aren't careful, Scott Hall's going to kick your ass, take that television championship from you, and send you back to developmental where, quite frankly, you belong. Ooh. And CM Punk comes out and he says, Kev, big sexy, right? Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, legendary tag team champions, the Outsiders. Listen, Scott and Kev, I am big fans. Listen, I grew up watching Razor Ramon and Diesel, all right? I've always been such a big fan of you. And then I came to WCW. And I was in that locker room backstage, and I watched how you two carry yourselves and how you just throw your weight around and act like nothing matters. While all the boys are in the back hanging out after the match, you guys leave as soon as whatever you have to do is done. You guys care about this industry, so you say you guys only care about your paychecks, and you've made that clear. You've been holding out and robbing this company dry of money for years now, and you've been spending that money on booze and other kind of extracurricular activities, and quite frankly, it's a slap in the face to professional wrestling, and it's a slap in the face to me. I'm the television champion, and I am the future, and I'm going to rid this company of the poison that is the NWO. And I'll tell you guys what, you guys say you guys are going to take the title from me and you're going to beat me. Well, I've been trying to get Scott Hall's attention for weeks, and he hasn't answered. And now that I have you both in the ring, how about this? All right, next week, I'll defend the television championship against either one of you. I don't care which one. And after I embarrass you, I want you guys to think long and hard if you both should still be in this industry. And Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, they accept the challenge, but they say, we want you to remember this night. This is the night that you decided to ruin your career when you tried to make a name off of Kevin Nash and Scott Hall's backs. So we get a TV type championship match next week.
There you go.
But first, we've got Chris Benoit versus Fit Finlay tonight. You said it yourself, he loves to fight.
Chuck Palumbo out there?
And then a good match. Chris Benoit defeated Fit Finlay in 13:25 with the Dragon Suplex and makes defense number 25 of the WCW United States Heavyweight title. Chris Benoit is celebrating in the ring, but he is laid out and attacked by the Big Show.
Oh, Paul White.
Yeah, the Big Show lays him out, and he throws him over the top rope, and Chris Benoit falls to the ring floor, and Big Show gets out of the ring. He looks over at Benoit and he says, I'm not Fit Finlay. You've got a world of pain coming your way the next time you defend that belt. Your run is done. And he picks Benoit up and chokeslams him through the announce table.
Oh, you can't beat he's so big. You can't beat him.
Yeah. So,
you can't
and Benoit, Justin, needs to be helped to the back.
Oh no, he's hurt. Did he break his foot too, like Edge?
He might have. And we've got a match tonight, Bret Hart versus Devon Dudley. And in a superb match, Bret Hart defeated Devon Dudley in submission with a sharpshooter. But during the match, we had Chase Tatum run in and attack Devon.
Time out. So Bret put himself in a match?
Devon challenged Bret Hart. And Bret Hart said, yeah, sure, because of course Bret Hart, he's a fighting champion.
How the fuck did Devon?
Doesn't take so long, because did you not listen to the promo? Devon was
I forgot already.
Trying to make a name for him, trying to prove that he's capable of more by challenging the face of the company in a champion versus champion match. But of course, Chase Tatum interfered, and Bret Hart was able to get the sharpshooter. After the match, Devon is in the ring, and Hulk Hogan and Chase Tatum, they're beating him down, but Bubba Ray runs in to make the save. And as he's picking Devon up, he whispers something in Devon's ear, and Devon, he doesn't aggressively push Bubba, but when your friends are trying to help you and you're just annoyed and you want to be left alone, so you pushed him out of his way and walked himself back to the backstage as Bubba Ray followed behind confused. Yeah. Justin, these two guys, they need to be on the same page if they're going to beat Hulk Hogan and Chase Tatum.
Yeah. They've already beat him before.
They have, but they're on the same page then.
I wonder why they got a rematch.
Who knows? And our main event tonight, Shawn Michaels is in the ring, and as Shawn Michaels is about to start, Bret the Hitman Hart comes back out and says, oh, by the way, this match is for the Hardcore Championship. Good luck, Shawn. And in a superb match, Shawn Michaels defeats Abyss in 1601 with sweet chin music, and Shawn Michaels wins the Hardcore Championship. So yeah. There's that, Justin. We have a new hardcore champion. It's Shawn Michaels. And we got a 92. We did not beat a 97, but Nitro is, I think last week's Nitro was a 90-something too, because we tied last week.
It's a 94 last week.
Yeah, it was 94. So 2 90s in a row. 2 90-plus in a row. So it's a good little build-up. We got a good build-up to some pay-per-views coming up, Justin. We got a new hardcore champion in Shawn Michaels. And we will see you next time, everybody, for SmackDown and Thunder. All right, we are here on SmackDown, a show that, let's be honest, is probably going to be, I don't know, 4th best show of the week.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, do we honestly think it could be Thunder? I certainly don't.
I haven't seen.
I don't know how. I don't know how good Thunder's gonna be. But let's just be honest. I mean, The Rock. Come on.
Is The Rock going to be on the main event?
I mean, probably.
I don't know.
I don't know. All I'm saying is, we'll see if SmackDown can be better than the Nitro. I mean, I don't know. 94 is kind of tough to beat. 92 kind of tough to beat.
Well, nothing's going to beat Raw.
Oh, correct.
Sorry, so I don't care if I'm worse than Nitro.
Correct.
If you are happy with second places, cool.
I've been getting second place for a while.
In life and in this game.
Oh, that one was mean.
Let's start this show, Chad.
Okay, yeah, and I mean, Goldberg versus Amazing Red, and I mean, what's there to say? Amazing Red lasted about 8 minutes longer than I thought he would, and lost to a jackhammer.
Goldberg played with Amazing Red like I would play with food as a child that I didn't like. Just...
At one point, Goldberg laid down and let Amazing Red hit a 450 on him, and Goldberg kicked out at 1.
Goldberg at one point hit the jackhammer. After he carried him around he went to his locker room.
Goldberg's entrance was Goldberg coming out from the locker room with Amazing Red over his shoulders.
Goldberg took a piss with the Amazing Red.
Goldberg went into the hit a spear, went into the crowd, got a beer from the concessions guy, came back out, and then hit a jackhammer.
Goldberg picked him up and went to the commentating table and commentated on his match while holding Amazing Red.
The entire time Goldberg was walking down the ring, he was spanking Amazing Red on the butt like a baby.
Oh. We move on. Our light heavyweight champions in action tonight, Chad. Shannon Moore taking on Just Incredible here.
Morgasm.
The Morgasm. That's, what do you...
2 former WCW guys. 1 former world champion, Just Incredible, rescued a cat from a tree.
Chad, you can go through this whole list of this show and say, former WCW talent right there.
In fact, I just saw one in the last match, too.
There's 2 more here.
Ah!
A big match right here. Faces of Fear taking on 2 TNA talents of Johnny Curtis and Gabriel Burton.
Man, I like Gabriel Burton's look.
He was an auto-generated guy, so he doesn't actually have a picture.
We should get him a picture.
Okay. But I kind of like the aspect of he's not actually a real dude.
Well, so that's why he doesn't have the picture?
Yes.
All right.
It's not like he's a fake guy.
Right. Yeah, oh yeah.
He had good star quality, and I signed him.
Nice.
Johnny Curtis is having a good run in TNA as of late, and I fed him to Meng.
Yeah.
In the Barbarian.
Nice.
And speaking of feeding, Dean Jablonski. Jeff Jarrett's protege taking on Scotty 2 Hottie. And
Justin, if you were to get in a fist fight with a guy whose last name was Jablonski, would you be intimidated?
Yes, because I'm scared of fighting.
Oh, okay.
I'd beat the shit out of you,
How's
though.
your knee doing, by the way? Is it doing better?
My leg is... Let's see.
It's more mobile. It's more mobile than it was yesterday.
It is a lot more mobile. It definitely still hurts from
For sure.
my knee to my upper thigh, but it's a lot less.
That's good.
But I can...
I don't like when my friends hurt. I don't want it. I want Justin to be able to do a dance off anytime anyone challenges him.
I'm very...
And with his leg that way, he just simply can.
So I'm very competitive with myself. I push myself.
It's a good aspect. It's a good trait.
When it comes to sports, and in Topgolf, it shows you your distance and when you hit the ball and what speed you hit it. Mm-hmm. So I literally just, for an hour and a half straight, just kept hitting balls.
I've always known
and I was trying to improve on every one of them.
Yeah. I've always known Justin was competitive, but living with him has made me realize just how much this man hates losing. This man would rather not play than lose. This man hates losing.
I hate losing. Fucking. Let's start this show, Chad.
Let's start the show.
Eric Bischoff is in his locker. This is how we're starting the show, with Eric Bischoff watching The Price is Right.
Oh, big Price is Right fan, Eric Bischoff.
Nah, he was watching that.
Someday I'll be on that show.
He was actually,
and when I do.
He was actually watching WCW Thunder.
Oh.
It's because it's going on at the same time.
Of course, yes.
And then,
saying, I miss them.
Mick Foley walks in and he closes the laptop real quick.
We don't want to see this shit.
And Mick Foley's like, what were you watching? Bang, bang? No. And Foley's like, what's that, why is there soap right next to you?
What's going on?
Yeah, that's what Bischoff said to Mick Foley. What the hell's going on here?
What are you doing?
And Foley's like, well, you know what, Eric? Besides whatever you're watching, okay, I'm gonna make this short and sweet so you can get back to, I'm hungry for a match. I'm sick and tired of I came over here from the other company. You guys gave me a lot of money, and what am I doing? Ever since Dwayne left, I've really been just tossed to the side. You know, I had a match with John Cena last week. Yeah, cool, whatever, cool. But really, I mean, I want a world title shot. You know, I'm one of the greatest to do it. I'm the best comedy wrestler in the biz.
Yeah.
You know what, Mick? You're right. You know, yeah. I mean, I'm not really. You know what? Because a few months ago at the Royal Rumble, you did have a title match. You lost to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now you might be saying, well, it's because The Rock got hurt and I was supposed to have a triple threat match. Shut up. Okay. Who cares?
Just shut the fuck up.
Dwayne's not here anymore. Get over it. I'm sad. You're sad. We cry every night. Okay. You called me 3 nights ago. I miss Rocky. I miss the Rock and Sock connection.
You could still have it if you wouldn't have left.
You want a match tonight? You want a world title shot? You want to be back in the world title picture? I can make that happen. You know, I'm the GM. I'm the booker. I'm the booker man. This is what I do. This is what I get paid to do. And you get paid to go out there and fight and wrestle and beat the top talent. And what other top talent do I have in this company right now than Stone Cold Steve Austin? The man you couldn't beat at the Royal Rumble for the belt. Now he doesn't have that belt. Now he's distracted with The Undertaker. But shh, don't tell Steve. Taker's not here tonight. Taker's at West Coast Choppers right now.
Getting a new bike.
Seeing if the doctor can fix his bike. And it doesn't look good. Let me tell you, Vic. And Foley's like, you know what? A distracted Stone Cold Steve Austin? Let's go. Mick Foley, Stone Cold tonight. We move on, Chad. Rhino taking on Felino.
Rhino taking on Felino.
It's the battle.
A cat get gored by a rhino.
Yeah, Rhino beats him. They had a 61-60. Okay, all right. Pre-show workers, who cares? Rhino gets a big win. Whatever. PJ Black. He's at home.
Yeah.
He's at home, and he turns off the TV because around the corner, Stephanie McMahon and the new baby boy are right there.
Oh, nice. Little PJ Jr.
Little PJ Jr.
Nice.
And PJ Jr. is a couple months old at this
Why
point.
does it look like Triple H?
And PJ looks at Stephanie, looks at his beautiful baby boy, and says, you know what? I love being at home, but I think it's time to go back to work. So. And Stephanie says, you know what? You're right.
You're right. Gotta put food on the table for the kid.
And Steph says, let's go.
Oh, hell yeah.
Is Stephanie back, brother?
Stephanie back?
Is Stephanie back? I don't know. Jamie Noble barges into Shannon Moore's locker room, though. He says, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You beat me at WrestleMania, and I don't even get my rematch. Tajiri does. First, I'm told Drago was going to be #1 contender, and he got hurt. Typical Drago, fumbling his bag. And now Tajiri somehow, because he lost to Masawa, he's the #1 contender. Where is my respect around here? And Shannon Moore says, you know what? I don't know why you're talking to me about it. I don't.
Bother somebody else who makes matches.
I don't care. I'm only here to beat people and defend my belt. Jamie, I don't book the shit. All right, brother?
Believe it or not, I don't give a damn.
I don't give a fuck if it's you or Tajiri. I'll beat whoever. And Jamie Noble's on the other side, woo.
That's what he said. He went, woo. You know what? Woo.
And he says, if you see Tajiri, tell him to meet me in the ring. And Tajiri walks by and says, okay. And he goes to the ring. And we get a straight camera shot of both of them walking to the ring to get this match. But that's later.
They walked to the ring and then we're told, what are you doing?
You're not up next.
You don't book matches.
They got to... They got to the gorilla and PSAs was like, what the fuck are you doing here?
We've got PG-13 versus the christening happening right now.
The family, Chris Hero and Chris Harris, take on PG-13. And you know what? They get the big win.
We do.
And then after the match, the boys come out. Steve Richards, Sanders, Harris, Hero, team, the family, and they just shit all over the old heads, you know.
Old heads.
Yeah. The formula. Oh, you guys are the gentleman club. You guys used to be so cool in WCW. What have you done here? Who cares about what you did over there? We all know that's the weaker company. All right? Chris Harris almost won Tough Enough over there. All right?
Mike Sanders came even closer.
Mike Sanders
Tough Enough.
almost won Tough Enough.
This motherfucker debuted from the crowd and then did nothing.
Okay? This is where the big boys play. All right? This is what it matters. And now all these Gentlemen Club members are just sitting around, just smoking cigars and looking at boobs. We're out here taking names and taking numbers and taking bodies and taking girls' pants off.
Oh.
What? Cornette walks in. Cornette and Masawa walking on Bischoff, and he closes the laptop again. God damn it, guys. I'm trying to watch something. I don't give a fucking rat's ass what you're trying to watch, motherfucker. Last week, Rene Dupree said he's going to slide in line next to try to take out the world champion. And I said, what's not so fast, motherfucker?
Why not so fast, bitch?
My client Masawa's next in line. I told you, and I told everybody in this ring, Masawa will kill anybody he gets in the ring with. Not even that little French fuck, Rene Dupree. And Eric's like, you know what? You're right. I heard that, and I booked the match that night. And we're going to have it tonight. Masawa, Cornette, your client, Masawa, will be teaming up with the tag team champions, C.W. Anderson and Johnny Storm, tonight to take on the 3 members of La Resistance. And Masawa's and Cornette's like, you're goddamn right he will. I mean, he's going to tear all their fucking heads off. We move on. We finally get that comedy match here, Chad.
Oh, boy, a comedy match.
And Tajiri beats Noble on 7:31 with a brainbuster. A lot of pre-show workers tonight that I did not realize.
Yeah.
Oh, well. It'll still be better than Thunder, hopefully. We move on. Noble loses to Tajiri, by the way. Big loss for Noble. Noble, he was former Light Heavyweight champion. Have WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Tajiri. David Arquette is backstage with Scotty 2 Hotty.
Ooh.
They're watching the first preview, the trailer
Of their new movie.
Scream 2.
Scream 2.
And Chris Daniels.
Who's Scotty 2 Hotty in Scream 2?
Scotty 2 Hotty.
Oh, nice. It's Scotty 2 Hotty as himself.
And David Arquette is Scott. I'm Scott 3 Hotty, and this is Scott T 2 Hotty. And Chris Daniels says, and he comes over and he unplugs the TV.
Oh.
He says,
What is it with people interrupting people's television shows?
He said, in my household, my mother didn't let me watch TV. My mother trained me in martial arts.
Oh.
In jiu-jitsu.
My mother was a master jiu-jitsu.
My mother and father were black belts in the art of jiu-jitsu. I didn't eat. I didn't drink. All I did was break. Are you on your phone?
No, I'm listening.
What were you doing?
I was listening.
No, what were you checking?
listening.
What were you checking?
Don't worry about what I was checking. None of your business. None of your business. I was setting up drinks.
Who the hell's M?
Oh, a girl I met at a Thanksgiving party. That doesn't matter. Keep going. Anyway, drinks. Anyway, Daniels.
Kane beats Jack Evans.
Nice. What's Kane doing? What's Kane up to?
He's beating Jack Evans in
Nice.
16 minutes.
16 minutes.
Jack Evans gave him a run here.
Yeah, I guess.
And then Kane, Jack Evans slowly getting up in the brainbuster, the pile driver, the tombstones, puts out his arm. Is shaking because he's barely alive.
Yeah, of course.
And Kane grabs him by the throat and chokeslams him.
Oh, no.
We move on. Booker T, Arn Anderson, Kurt Hennig, and DDP are backstage in the club that is now attached to every arena that we go to. Ooh. They build their own.
They just have a club that they just build. In
the set piece. The set director comes in and builds a strip club, and there's boobs and butts and cigar smoke, and Arn's like, you know what? Maybe they're right. Maybe we don't have it anymore. And Booker stands up, gets up, throws the girl who's on his lap off of him.
Get off me, sucker.
Looks at Arn Anderson and says, don't you ever fucking say that, sucker. And grabs out his phone. And Arn's like, what the hell? Who the hell are you calling? And Booker T's like, an old friend. The French fucks, the La Resistance, are getting ready for their match here, Chad. They're doing the French tickler.
French tickler.
Before that, though, John Cena and Latin Lover, there's an advertisement for the house show loop, as this is the main event for the house show loop.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Just, spicing different.
Yeah, for sure.
Spicing it up.
It's different.
We get that match right here. Masawa, Slaughter, taking on La Resistance. And a big win from Masawa and Team Slaughter as Masawa pins Rob Conway with the Tiger Driver. Rene Dupree snuck out of the way, and Rob Conway took the finish.
Nice.
Big win.
Good for Rob Conway.
The Undertaker is here at West Coast Choppers.
I just imagine.
Is my baby gonna be all right?
Is my baby gonna make it? Doc, hit me with it. You know what'd be really funny? He walks into like this place, and it's like the host from like American Choppers.
Taker's just sitting there, and the doctor comes out of the office, puts his hand on Taker's shoulder.
We did all we could.
We did all we could. We did all we could, Mark. But it doesn't look like she's gonna make it. No! Stone Cold, you took what meant the most to me.
Do we get the Undertaker's motorcycle funeral next week?
And
we're gathered here today.
When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna take what most to you. And we move on to the main event. Steve Austin taps out. Mick Foley. What the fuck? 100, great chemistry, 99.
That's right, son. I tapped you out with the Stone Cold lock.
What?
The rattlesnake shake.
The rattleshake.
The rattleshake.
Big Stone Cold win here. Yeah. Mick Foley just still can't get it done.
Still can't get it done.
And a 94. Probably going to be better than Thunder.
I think that's a safe bet. But
better than Nitro as well. Second place. Yeah. Once again, first and second, third and fourth.
Hopefully 4 good wrestling shows.
Probably not.
Well. And we are here with Thunder.
Yes.
Can Thunder beat
SmackDown?
SmackDown and Raw? Probably not. SmackDown was a good one. SmackDown was a good one.
Put your phone away.
SmackDown was a good one. I was moving it.
Put your phone away.
SmackDown was a good one, but let's see.
Stop cheating.
I am hopeful. Stop cheating. Stop moving it so close to my face. All right. We're just going to jump right into it. I've had enough of your shenanigans.
Charles Wright.
Yes, that's right. We brought Charles Wright in on a local contract to see what he can do. See if he can still put up better, decent matches. And he got a 53.
61's not bad.
And that's not bad. In a pre-show bout, we had Charles Wright defeat Johnny Devine in submission with an STF.
Does he earn a contract offer off of that?
He might. He might. I mean, listen, a 53 is not bad.
No, not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
You got to look at the total rating, too. A 61.
61 is not bad at all. And Johnny Devine getting a 59 in his own right. Not bad. And speaking of other people giving some tryouts, we had Natty Neidhart and Sarah Del Rey in an abysmal match. Sarah Del Rey defeated Natty Neidhart by submission.
You had Natty lose?
I don't think I booked a winner here. I think I just didn't care enough to book the winner.
Oh, no, you don't care about your pre-show?
But anyway, This was an abysmal women's match. So there's that. And yeah, cool. And then our final pre-show match, an 8-man tag. And in a pre-show bout that Subpar Wrestling and Nas in the Crowd Heat, Too Cold Scorpio, A-Train, Bill DeMott, and Chester Huey defeated Claudio Castagnoli, Cody Hawk, Excalibur, and Homicide in 1309 when Bill DeMott pinned Cody Hawk with a powerbomb.
That's probably the worst finish. Giving Bill
DeMott the win.
Chester Huey.
Chester Huey. Too Cold Scorpio getting a 60.
Yeah, I can't believe he didn't get hurt. This might be his first WCW match.
Or he didn't get hurt.
Ever. You've had him for like 2 years. He's been hurt all of them.
He has been hurt constantly. But those were our fun pre-show matches for WCW Dark Elevation, and now we've got ourselves the opening match, 61 promo. Love that.
How long was this?
I think I made it like 15 minutes.
You don't go over 10.
15 minutes, yeah.
Don't ever go over 10.
Well, we know that now. But anyway, the Hardy Boys are basically celebrating their tag.
I do mine for 6.
6? Okay.
6. 5 or below, it starts to like get penalized. 6 is the money.
Okay, cool. But anyway, the Hardy Boys are celebrating their tag team championship win, and basically Hoovy, and all this is basically Hoovy and Super Crazy saying that they got lucky. Hoovy and Super Crazy have had their numbers time and time again, and basically Hoovy and Super Crazy challenge them to a rematch next week.
Ooh,
and the Hardy Boys accept
on the go home.
On the go home, and the Hardy Boys accept.
Are you still having double brand pay-per-views, or is it brand exclusive yet?
It is. This pay-per-view is still double branded pay-per-views because I forgot I was considering doing brand exclusive.
Considering doesn't mean you actually pull the trigger.
I know. I'm considering it, but
still not consider it.
True. But anyway, so yeah, next week, Justin, the go homes for Spring Stampede. We're getting a tag team championship match.
It's very weird to do it at the go home.
So, listen, it's a go home.
Yeah,
it's a go home. Anyway, next segment.
Shouldn't be wrestling if they go home.
We've got a singles match, Ken Shamrock versus Canyon. And then about that, superb wrestling and good heat.
This is so crazy. This is how I know you don't book your shows.
Wow, what do you mean?
This happened last week.
Did it happen last week?
Yeah.
Well, Canyon wanted the rematch.
He lost last week, too. Poor Canyon.
Well, Canyon, too bad. You wanted the rematch and you lost again. Ken Shamrock defeated Canyon by submission with an ankle lock.
That's how I know you don't book week to week.
I do book to week. I have this written down. I think I actually had Ken Shamrock versus question mark. That's what I think I had. But anyway, after the match, Ken Shamrock is in the ring and he's got Lash LaRue and Matt Cross. And he says, these two young future wrestlers have been under my wing for the last few months. And under my tutelage, they're going to, future champions. And under my tutelage, they're going to go from proteges to future stars. Lash LaRue and Matt Cross. The future of pro wrestling is here, and under my wing, I will guide you to the promised land. I'm a former world champion. And the Tap Out crew secured the world championship. We were main eventing shows, and whether you people liked it or not, I was on top of this brand. And I figure with these two men under my wing, we'll get back to the top of the mountain again. So it doesn't. Ken Shamrock and his proteges, Lash LaRue and Matt Cross. Got a 90.
There you go.
So
yeah, Shamrock can work.
Ken Shamrock can work. After that, we've got a tag team match. The Cologne Brothers versus Payback. And about that subpar wrestling and has the crowd heat. The Cologne Brothers defeated Payback in 9:55 when Carly Cologne pinned Tyson Duh with an outward rolling cutter.
Damn, poor Tyson Duh.
Poor Tyson Duh. The crowd were turned off by having a match outside of the pre-show between workers I don't have invested in.
That's what happens.
That's what happens.
Excellent chemistry, though, for the Payback.
Yeah, excellent chemistry. Cool. Lance Storm putting up a 63 for this too, by the way.
Yeah, he can go, brother. He hasn't done. He's someone that you've never booked well.
No, I will openly admit I have not booked Lance Storm as good as he could be. I've tried. Like I put him in in little like teams and stuff, and he's just never done it.
It's because you have to continue booking him.
Yeah.
This is not real life.
Yeah, this is not real life.
All right, there's no fan reaction to putting Lance Storm out there. You just have to just go with it.
Right. All right. Anyway, next segment.
I can't believe you blamed him for it.
We are backstage. The announcers announced that there is a fight backstage. We turn around and Rey Mysterio and Minoru Suzuki are brawling backstage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a lack of anything interesting happening.
No. I don't know what you booked this on.
I don't. What did I book it on?
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but from here, you can't.
Yeah, beat down backstage. Yeah. Anyway. We come to commercial. We come back and The Rock is in the ring and he's pumping up his match against Owen Hart. And while he's talking, he's interrupted by Sting. And Sting comes out and he says, "Rock, listen, I don't care about what you have to say. I don't care about your upcoming match with Owen Hart. I don't care about you at all. And these people don't care about you at all." And to which they boo Sting because of course they care about The Rock. He's the champion. He says, "Rock, listen here. The only reason why you're even champion is because I wasn't in that match. Rock, I've been with this company longer than most people on this roster, and believe me when I tell you, Rock, I've seen the new flash in the pan, the new toys come and go, and that's all you are, Rock. You're a flashy new toy with a fresh coat of paint, and all these people are excited to see you, but in 5 months, Rock, no one's going to care about you, and these people are going to turn on you like they've turned on me, and like they've turned on Hulk Hogan, and how they've turned on many men before you, Rock." And Rock basically calls him, the Gene Simmons who sucks, basically, with his face paint, and continues to make fun of Sting, and then Rock challenges him to a match tonight, Justin.
Ooh.
And Sting accepts.
Okay.
We're getting Rock versus Sting in the main event.
Okay. Someone's following me on Xbox.
Yeah, but first, Billy Kidman booked a 3-on-1 handicap match between with him, Showtime, Eric Young, and AJ Styles, taking on Shark Boy.
Okay.
And in a decent match, Eric Young, Billy Kidman, and AJ Styles defeated Shark Boy when Kidman pinned Shark Boy with a shooting star press. I mean, this was just the numbers game, right? I mean, Shark Boy's a superhero. I don't know who Chauncey is, but we invited you to a party.
I don't know. My Xbox is going off right now.
But anyway, Shark Boy could not overcome the numbers
game.
game.
What is that?
And then after the match, AJ and Eric Young and Billy Kidman were beating up Shark Boy, and Lodi's music hits, and Billy Kidman, seeing Lodi running on the ring, he rolls out of the ring and says, "You handle this." And Shark Boy and Eric Young, AJ Styles and Eric Young are getting ready to fight off Lodi, but Lodi's fighting them ball off and saves Shark Boy from a beatdown.
There you go.
So, perfect. Got a 66. After the match, Steven Regal's backstage, and he's asked what his thoughts are about Sting versus The Rock, and he says, "What are my thoughts on Sting versus The Rock? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't rightfully care about Rock versus Sting, much like I don't really care about The Rock versus Owen Hart. Listen, the thing I care about is becoming better and better every week, and eventually taking that Universal Championship from The Rock and showing everyone why I am the toughest man in professional wrestling, and I will become the world champion. In fact, if Sting and The Rock want to wrestle tonight, and to just improve how good at wrestling I am, how about I challenge Owen Hart to a match tonight? Me versus Owen. Owen, you want a little warm up before The Rock? See if you can wrestle Steven Regal." And that match is next. Owen Hart versus Steven Regal. In a superb match, Steven Regal defeats Owen Hart by submission with a Regal stretch after blatantly... I need to pay more attention, because it's supposed to be Owen Hart defeating Steven Regal by blatantly cheating.
Yeah, you need to figure this out.
Yeah. It's a couple...
Regal's now turned heel.
Regal cheated to beat Owen Hart.
What a weird turn that was.
Yep. Speaking of weird turns, Chris Candido was talking about how he turned on his tag team partner, Shane Helms, last week. And he says... Everyone's been approaching me on the street, at the gym, at restaurants. How could I turn? Shut up. On my Sweet Sensations tag team partner, Shane Helms. And let me tell you something. I didn't turn on Shane Helms. Shane Helms turned on me. Shane Helms turned on me when he had the opportunity to wrestle for the Cruiserweight Championship by beating me, and he stabbed me in the back. All right. Shane Helms needs to learn that this tag team was the most important thing. All right. And anything else that matters, nothing else matters when you're in a tag team. Take a look at the tag teams over on Nitro. Quite literally, the tag team champions can't get along, and they are a mess. And I took the opportunity to beat Shane Helms and turn on him before he inevitably turned on me. I'm Chris Candido. I'm handsome. I'm jacked. I'm an athlete. I am the complete package of professional wrestling. And Shane Helms was a superhero who only became relevant because of me. He joined up with Randy Savage, and Randy Savage left the company, then teach Shane Helms. I brought Shane Helms in as his friend. And how did he repay me? By being the weak link time and time again. We lost the Cruiserweight Tag Team Championships because of him. Shane, I know you're not here tonight. Stay away and never come back. Because if you step foot on Thunder again, if you step foot into Chris Candido's house, Shane, I will finish the job. No one cares about Shane Helms anymore. This is the start of the greatest run in professional wrestling. This is the Chris Candido Show.
There you go.
And our main event, The Rock versus Sting, in an exceptional match. Rock and Sting have great chemistry, and it showed in their performance. Rock defeated Sting in 15:27 by pinfall.
There you go.
And then after the match, there's a big brawl between basically the main event scene. Rock and Sting, Rock is celebrating. Sting attacks The Rock from behind. Steven Regal runs in to save The Rock, and Owen Hart runs in, and there's just a big old brawl. 4 men just fighting. And that's Thunder. And we got an 89. Like I said, it wasn't as good as SmackDown this week. But nonetheless, listen, I will take blue numbers. This is good. Blue numbers are good, yeah. and WCW is on the to be realistic. WCW, we're starting to move upwards, and hopefully we can start making some more money, and we'll just get back to the promised land. I hope so. I'm confident. Listen, this is a marathon, not a sprint, Justin.
All right.
So, but anyway, we will see you guys for the go homes of the pay-per-views.